Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7.
A quick throw here out to Brown. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Murray now to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
They'll run again with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
They're going to run it with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's fielded at the 45. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive bubble. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now, I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect him to call a couple plays in the huddle.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Fighting him off.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
There he goes again.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Najee Harris, 40 yards. And the Bills are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they take a knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Bills, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.